Today we are using some of the Dollar Tree spackling to put together some really cool projects and sharing with you some fun ways to use it. So the first thing I wanted to do was try the spackling in a stencil. So actually a sweet viewer recommended this to me, so I had to try it. But I'm just using a Target dollar spot blank sign, or you could use any Dollar Tree sign. I taped my stencil down in place, and then I was scared to just go straight for the spackling. So I did give it a light coat underneath of just white paint before I start stacking up the spackling, just to make sure that I was able to get it in all of those tiny little holes on this stencil. I do mix a little bit of water with mine just to get a thinner consistency whenever I am trying to paint on or use the spackling. But using a stencil brush, I'm just really packing it on really thick, so this is going to stand up nice and tall, really caking it on there and letting this completely dry. And you can see what gorgeous texture shows up on this sign. And feel free to mix your spackling with any like thin down paint to color it, but I really liked how this turned out. I was so excited to find one of these huge buckets. They're like an ice bucket from the Dollar Tree. They're pretty sturdy too for the $1.25. Once again, taking some spackling and just watering it down a little bit. I'm going to be covering this container with the spackling. Before I did that though, I went ahead and painted a coat of white chalk paint. This is a super shiny plastic, so just putting the layer of chalk paint over the top of it is going to give it a matte finish, and it's also going to really grip a hold of the spackling whenever I apply it to it, so it's not just going to wipe off. So I added a little bit of water. You don't want it too thin because I want it to stick. And then I just use my hands because I like the texture rather than trying to struggle with a popsicle stick. But rub this all over the container, and then you really want to let this set and dry so that your spackling is not soft. After I let this dry completely, I'm painting it with some still colored chalk paint. I was trying to be super careful, but some of it will like break off, especially the edges or any like really tall pieces. So I just went like super thick with the chalk paint. It really soaks it up, so that's why I'm using so much. But it also is going to act as a sealer to make sure that it's all nice and protected. So really putting the paint to it, and then I'm going to be spritzing it with some of my favorite stone paint. So I pick up this texturized stone paint from Walmart. It's in the Rust-Oleum brand, and you can see how gorgeous it is by the cap. Now, this is expensive spray paint, but I layer it on top of the gray paint, just barely using it, and it's going to last a long time. But it really elevates this planter and gives it so much texture so it looks like real concrete. The concrete look inside your home is really popular right now, so you can make inexpensive pieces that you'll be able to change out. I grabbed one of these Dollar Tree little house signs. I had several of them, so this is a fun way to get to use it. I removed the little hanger, and then using some more of my spackling that was watered down a tiny bit, I'm applying it to the house. Once again, always trying the popsicle stick to keep my hands clean, but I eventually just go ahead and use my hands, but staying the same direction applying this. You can tell that I went really thin the first time, and then I just go for it and add an extra layer and really cake this on because I just love the texture. When it dries, it's really going to show up. You can run your hands along the edges to get those crisp lines, and then letting this completely dry until it's not soft, and once again caking on that steel colored chalk paint. I want to give this the same concrete look. And then using the same stone spray paint, I'm just spritzing it on the house very lightly so that it gets that same texturize. It has like little black dots in there that I feel like make it look so realistic, like real stone. Okay, so I had this fun idea using the largest tray that I picked up from Dollar Tree plus section. It was $5. I thought it'd be fun to add the spackling around the edges so it kind of looked like a little bit of concrete in there. So you'll have to bear with me and see how this turned out. I am using it alongside one of these smaller Dollar Tree signs, and I'm going to be placing that in the middle so I can still use this as a tray. Just it's going to hold a little bit of smaller stuff because I am going to be putting the spackling around the edges, but I start by going ahead and giving everything a nice coat of black paint. I definitely wanted to try to tint my spackling mixture before getting it in the tray because I knew it would be a hot mess trying to paint it because it would be uneven around the edges to get a crisp line. So I do put in some gray paint, and then I thought I would just put a little bit of black paint, but it was actually like really saturated and made it a lot darker than I wanted. So trying to add back in some more of the white spackling, and I lightened it up just a little bit, but it actually dried the perfect color. I knew I needed that middle sign to be raised up out of this tray a little bit, so gluing on a bunch of tower blocks and making sure my sign will set in there perfectly or as straight as possible, and then just pouring in the spackling. Now you don't want to get this on top of the blocks because that's where you're going to be gluing the sign down in place, but I do use a paintbrush to kind of push it in the corners and along the edges. And I just feel like this is a fun, unique idea. This is something that I just kind of thought of, so I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out or not, but I really, really like it. I feel like it gives it a lot of contrast, a lot of textures, and something that was really fun to decorate. So here you can kind of see my vision come to life. Just glue that sign on the middle. It's nice and secure with all of those tower blocks, and have that perfect like concrete edging around inside the tray. So let me know in the comments down below if this was something that you really liked watching or if you think it was a fail. I love finding inspiration from high-end stores, especially shopping online. So I found like this riser, it looked like the same concrete finish. So I wanted to kind of do the same thing. So using just a ceramic candle holder from Dollar Tree, I'm applying it to one of these garden dishes. All you have to do is cover this with a coat of paint. And once again, that is just to let the spackling have something to adhere to because it doesn't seem like it likes to stay on the super shiny plastic bowls. So giving this a coat of paint and then taking the spackling mixture and going all over it again. On this project, I didn't mix the spackling with any water, so it doesn't go on as nicely as before, but it's giving it a lot of texture. It's going to really hold its shape, and the only trouble is if you just get it too thick, it wants to fall off, but this actually worked really nice. I left a place in the bottom that I could glue my little holder to the bottom, and then started painting this. I do feel like you get a little bit more coverage with acrylic paint versus chalk paint on this because it takes so much. The watered down paint just kind of glides and goes a little bit further for this project, but just making sure it's nice and covered, and paint the bottom as well as the inside. And this dried very nicely, lots of texture and getting to add in some decor pieces. Dollar Tree sells these bubble vases for $1.25, but you can find bigger ones at the thrift store. You can see the size comparison here, and just always check your thrift stores. It's also a great way to repurpose glass pieces that have been used before. But for this, the same thing, painting it with the white chalk paint so it'll hold on there, and then rubbing this spackling all over the container. Letting this dry, and then this time I am spray painting it with some gold just for a high-end look. I feel like there are so many like dollar stores and like cheaper in stores that are putting out like fake plants that are really cool looking and gorgeous, going for that boho look, but the container just looks really cheap. So this is a very inexpensive way to really upgrade those plants and make them look a lot nicer. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting! Bye!